Good morning, precious. What? How you doing, baby? Happy Monday. And today on Coffee and Conversation with your girl, Shakenya. When you get a minute, go to that YouTube channel, Shakenya. Hit subscribe. Look at some of the videos, and if you see any of them that you like, just hit share. Please and thank you. I'm trying to be famous for the end of the year. So today I got a DM, and you know what I asked them? Did you go to my YouTube channel, Shakenya? They say no. I say do that. Look at some of the videos, share one, and then tag me, so I know you did it. So they did that. Now I get a lot of these. Now I don't bring you all the DMs, but when I get so many of the same one, I gotta say something, you know, because they keep DMing me if I don't. So I'll say something. But the DM was, why do I keep saying a man can't raise a girl to be a woman, and a woman can't raise a boy to be a man? In my mind, it's clear. It's a man, woman, boy, girl. It's clear to me, but some people it's not as clear, you know. So emphasis on woman because it was a woman that DM'd me. I don't get too many of the other way, unless the dad, you know, the mama died, passed away, dad is solely raising me. And then at that time, he's seeking women to come and gather and help. And, hey, Shakita, how you doing, boo? Always a pleasure, honey, you know, to help balance it out a little bit. But, yeah, in this case, it's more women. Dad's not involved. She doing the best she can. And I get that. I get that because the DMs always be the same. Blah, 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 blah. And no disrespect, Barnes, none. Please don't take no disrespect. It's always the same thing. I raised a good young man. He's a father to his children. He's doing good in the community. He ain't never been in no trouble. He don't use no drugs. And I get that. And Mom, you did a good job. Whatever you did to rear this young man to be able to do all of these things, you did a wonderful job. But let me shed a little light on some stuff. And I could be wrong. Wrong, but I'm gonna share some light on a few things that I've noticed through all my years of dealing with children at risk through my attitude adjustment program. I'm gonna just use that. I'm not gonna use the kids that I service in the foster care agency. I'm not gonna use the kids that I service in the Head Start community. I'm gonna just use the children that has come through. Some of the boys might struggle with discipline. It's just something about having dad in the house or having dad in his life to be able to second what you say. And, you know, it's just something about the demeanor of a dad when he come in a room and just stand there and look at you like... ain't even got to say much because it's dad, you know. It's just something about when the mama say, don't let me call your daddy on you. It's just something about that. So when dad not there, yeah, they might lack discipline, Mom. I know you probably whooped his butt. You did everything you had to do to make sure he knew the consequences of his actions. You put him on punishment, time out. You took his, you did what you could to instill the discipline that he has. But dad takes it a step further, okay? So he might lack it in that area. He might struggle in areas of weakness where he should be strong. And that can be anything, Mama, because I can't just pinpoint, because it's so many, and I'm a girl. I'm just a girl. But I'm telling you, it's certain areas where he should be strong. He's showing signs of weakness. But if he had dad there, it's a good chance that he probably would be able to emulate dad. See how dad handles situations. See how dad walks. See how dad stand tall and hold his head up high. Like he can mimic that. But if he ain't around and he being raised in a house full of women, you and your sisters and your mama, some of that get lost. And Shakita, is you talking to me? No disrespect taken. I love you, honey, because you know I don't mean it. You know that. Because I'm a woman who's raised boys, and they're decent young men. So I'll be the first to tell you, and I'm a tomboy. So that means it's a lot of stuff that I did for my boys that you as a mom probably didn't do. You probably ain't taught your boys how to change a tire, because you probably don't know how. You probably ain't taught your boys how to tie a tie. You probably don't know how. Those are things you probably not even thinking about. But me, I hang with dudes. I do men stuff. My boys, I ride motorcycles. I fix on cars. You probably ain't taught your boys how to fix on cars and stuff like this. So, I mean, I paint. I do drywall. So I got tools. I teach my boys how to use. So I've taken a step further. And I'm still here to tell you that a woman can't raise a boy to be a man. Okay? So he might lack that. He might be emotional. And ain't nothing wrong with a man being able to show his emotions. There's nothing wrong with a man being able to cry and show that, right? But women are emotional creatures. So it's not hard if you around women all the time as a young man to not only pick up on some of those emotional traits, but you pick up on other stuff. His masculinity can come into question. Yeah. Being around his mama all the time with her hand on her hip or smacking her lips all the time. It's been so many times in the family meeting I had to tell a young man, boy, if you smack your lips one more time, one more time, young man. I've had to tell him that. I had to tell him, stand up straight, get your hands off your hips. Come on now. So yeah, they pick up mannerisms. Yeah. So just like with the girl being raised by her dad, her femininity. That's why she walked like her daddy. That's why she walked bent over. That's why her shoulders is... Fix it, Jesus. Fix it, Jesus. Fix it, Jesus. So, yeah, that's the DM. So, today I just wanted to know, are you broken? Yep. And it's okay if you answer yes to that question. Yep, it's okay. Because we all are broken in some sense of the word. Trust and believe we are. Don't think just because I come on here... I don't know what happened on Instagram, but just don't think just because I come on here and talk about certain stuff. Yeah, I talk about what I know. I stay in my lane. But my areas is outside here that I got struggles with it. So ain't no need for me to bring all of them to you. You know, I bring the ones that matter, though. And I bring the ones to you that's relevant to this content that I bring here in the morning on Coffee and Conversation. Yeah, so it's okay if you answer yes to that, if you're broken. Yeah, something happened, threw you off track. Yeah, your plan A ain't working out because something happened. You ain't think about a plan B. You ain't have a plan B. I know. I tell all my kids that come through the program, what's your plan A for life? And if that don't work, what's your plan B? If I tell everybody, always have a plan B. Always have a plan B. Yes. So, yeah, something got off track, threw you off track, yeah. You struggling with drugs and alcohol? Gambling? Struggling with that? Yeah, I get it. I get it. Are you suffering from any type of mental health issues, mental issues? What about financially? Got some financial challenges? Or you broke? It's a difference. It's a difference, you know what I'm saying? Financially struggling shit, you paying your bills, but that's all you can pay. You ain't doing that extra shit. Broke, you ain't got no money coming in. So ain't no money going out. I know. But you know what? Believe it or not, it's a solution to all of these things that I just named. Yep. It's a solution to every problem. I don't care how bad it is. I don't care how devastating it is. It's a solution to every problem. Yeah. Let's see. Your plan A, plan B. Yep. Now, it's terrible that you didn't have a plan B. I know. I understand that. But you can create one. Yeah, you can create one. It might take you a minute. You already off track, so it don't really matter too much. But now you still got to figure out how to get to point A to point B. So now, with your plan B, you got to think about another route to take. That's all. It's mountains right here on these trains. You can't go through them, so we're going to have to go around this mountain. So you got to think of another way to get around the mountain. So you might have to think outside the box. You might have to use some unorthodox methods. Hopefully all legal, but you know what I'm saying. You got to put, and then you got to put another plan together similar to how you put plan A together. You might have to take certain people out and put certain people in, but you can do it, and you can still end up here. Yep, I know. Let me see. Struggling with alcohol and addiction. You know what? Ain't nothing wrong with doing these things. I mean, I ain't gonna say about the drugs or whatever. Depending on what type of drugs you use. And the gambling and whatnot. You know, that's all vices and stuff. It's all. I ain't here to judge you for none of that. My issue comes in the struggling part. Like, not knowing your limits. Like, blowing all your money on the game, knowing that you got mortgages due, knowing that the car note due, the insurance due, but you spent all the money. I got an issue with that. I got an issue with you having habits and you can't afford them. You borrowing money just to keep your habit up and stuff like that. And it's to the point where it's affecting you as a person, your character, the time you taking away from your kids. Like, that's one reason why I never really got involved with nothing heavy, no heavy drugs. I drank a little bit, might smoke one. But yeah, all that meth and cocaine and the shooting up hair, none of that. Because my mother was a good example of that. You know what I mean? She wasn't present. She wasn't the mother that she could have been to us as a result of the drug use. So I said I would never use anything that took a lot of discipline. Because I was around people that use these type of things. You know what I mean? So I had to separate myself from those type of people. Don't run in the same packs with those people. Nothing that would even tempt me to want to do any of these things. Because I know that at the end, the result is going to death. And it's going to take me out the life of my children. You got to put your kids first in everything. I told you, when I tell you that put my kids first in every decision I make, I do. And I meant that. And this is one of them. Drug use. Put my kids before drugs. Oh, I can't do it. Maybe if I didn't have no kids, but I got them, so I can't. Yeah. Let's see the mental health. All you gotta do is make a call. Google any mental health facility in your area. Make a call. Yeah. Go in to your appointment. Get your exam. Get diagnosed. Follow through with your treatment. Yeah. Problem solved. Go see your therapist when you're supposed to see your therapist. Talk to your therapist about what you need to talk to your therapist about. Get your priorities and stuff in order. Take your medicine when you're supposed to take it. Shit. But you know what? Before you can do all of this, you have to acknowledge that it's a problem. That's the first step. Acknowledging that you have a problem. Acknowledging that something happened. Acknowledge that you have not grieved from this death. You have to acknowledge that there's a problem before you can fix it. Yeah. Yeah, so once we do that, it's all good. So I think today was covering the DM, trying to see if you were broken, and what are you doing to try to fix yourself? Because that's the next step. Once you find out what the problem is, you accept and acknowledge that problem. Then you wait a minute. Did the camera turn over here on Instagram? Because I think something ain't right. It just went out. But I see somebody jumped in with a wave, so I'm gonna just keep it moving. So yeah, once you acknowledge it, you come up with a solution. Problem solved. Take the weight off of you. So yeah, that's it, y'all. Because y'all know we focusing on mental health this segment. Yeah, this your senior year. Now, when we jump off into college and all that stuff, that's something different. But right now, we're trying to graduate you. We're trying to get you through your senior year. So, yeah, we're focusing on mental health, guys. So, yeah, just want to know if you're broken. Try to do what you can to fix yourself first. Because you got to do what you got to do first. Don't put it off on everybody. You know, don't put all of it off on somebody else. It's okay to seek help. But some stuff you got to do yourself first. That's all. So, y'all, that's it for Coffee and Conversation. Hey, Kenneth Morant. Mwah. Thank you, guys, for checking in. And I'll see you later. Mwah.